What the hell is going on with 151? Welcome back, guys. X Collectibles back again for another video, and today I want to discuss what is going on with 151. What is causing people to buy up this set, and where do I see this set going? And what trends does this show about strong popular sets going out of print? What will happen to those sets when they reach that point? I'm going to be covering this quite extensively, so let's get on to this short and very important market watch. So 151 has been exploding in price, and there's a very obvious reason why this is, and it's the fact that this set is extremely nostalgic. It is generational. It appeals to the most amount of fans in the Pokemon hobby, because it features the original 151 Pokemon. It pays tribute to the original 151 Pokemon from the Kanto region, which, as we all know, is where Pokemon started. And the cards in this set are just printed with absolutely gorgeous artworks. And it's so, I mean, if you didn't see this coming, then you obviously do not know what kind of market we are in. Let's dive into some of the products and cards that have been absolutely spiking as of late, and I think will absolutely maintain their price or even exceed that price from April onwards, or from now onwards, really. So let's go to the Charizard, which is the most popular and chased card of the set, the Charizard EX. Let's see let's see what it's been doing. So February, this card was about $230. Okay, you know, quite pricey for what it is. You know, to be fair, you could say it's quite undervalued for being such a, lovely artwork of the Charizard. Not one of the best Charizard artworks in my opinion, but certainly up there with the rest. Before the hype, $230. And all of a sudden, late February onwards, and as people and investors started to realize that 151 was going to go out of print soon, mass buyouts after mass buyouts have been occurring, and this card has been pumped all the way to a very respectable $406, which is $100 off a 2x, a 200% return on this card. And if you want a naming copy of this card, let's have a look. $430 for this card. Crazy, isn't it? And bear in mind, near mint does not mean PSA 10. I have researched recently the grading percentage, the gem mint percentage of this card. You only have statistically a 30% chance of this card getting back a 10 in a near mint condition if you submit to PSA. So it's very hard to grade. It's very hard to grade, very hard to get PSA 10. It's a Charizard, very lovely artwork with a volcano in the background. Beautiful card. It's Charizard. It will be loved forever. The Blastoise on the water, beautiful, special illustration rare. It also has a very similar trajectory. It's just been absolutely skyrocketing. And it even started slightly sooner than the Charizard because it was quite underpriced, to be fair. And now, it spiked from March 7th, it reached a high of $228 from a low of $98. And now it's just retracing and trying to find a floor price, a consolidation. And it's currently sitting around $181. A naming copy is $175 currently. It's a Blastoise, one of the 3 original Kanto starter Pokemon. It is a beautiful artwork, will be loved for generations to come. Same with the Venusaur. Very similar trajectory. If we look at the monthly, it's just been going absolutely parabolic. From February 15th onward, we have a price of $86, and ever since then, it's just been going up and up and up and up. Pumped all the way to $156, and now trying to find a floor and slightly consolidating around the $150 range, which is a very respectable price point for this card. And I do think it is the most pretty of the 3 starter Pokemon, despite Venusaur, the Bulbasaur evolution line being the less popular of the 3. It's got beautiful, beautiful colors. Venusaur just hanging out in the jungle. Plenty of colors, plenty to admire from this card. And yeah, as we can see, you know, $142 for a naming copy. And has the same PSA gem rate as the Blastoise and the Charizard, with a very, very tough 30%. So yeah, beautiful card. No wonder why it helps the set so much. The Zapdos CX. We've got Zapdos, you know, one of the sickest special illustration arts in a while. You got the Zapdos, and it also has Articuno and Moltres flying alongside it, through the skies. And you've got an island in the background. Very beautiful card. Let's see what's happening with this one. Oh, similar story. It's a fan favorite. It's a fan favorite art. Side off around $70, and it's just been going absolutely parabolic. So we can see naming copies are actually $118. They're not as high as what the charts says. I don't think the chart is updated, but we're trying to find a floor price. Beautiful card, gonna keep going up. It's gonna help. It helps the set tremendously. Same with the starters of the Pokemons, which alongside the evolution lines make up a very beautiful set of cards. So February 14th, $64, all the way to $141, and now consolidating around $123. I mean, are you even surprised at this point? It's a Squirtle, beautiful artwork. And yeah, naming copy will set you back $105. So there you have that for Squirtle. Charmander, same deal, going absolutely parabolic from $67 to $155 according to the chart. And yep, it is, well, near mint $119. There you go. There you go. I think it's trying to consolidate at the moment, but very, very high price point for this beautiful card. Same with Bulbasaur, beautiful art. A very popular Pokemon. The graph is a bit you know, not working well on this one, but what is the lowest on this? Let's try and find the lowest. Yeah, about $84. Very respectable for a Bulbasaur. And another card, just like the Zapdos, the Alakazam, one of the original 151, in stunning artwork, in a house, just, you know, using psychic powers on spoons. You know, it's what Alakazam likes to do. February 14th, $46. Now it's at $66. Well, actually, never mind that. It's $80. Easy 200% return on this card in a matter of weeks. Fully deserving of that. And now let's go on to the sealed product. So, the 151 Elite Trainer Box. We thought this card would be hitting $600 by the end of this year, but no. It's just decided to, you know, exceed expectations, as this market continually does. February 17th was $440. Now it's nearly, well, yeah, it's about $600. 620 lowest. So that's the Elite Trainer box for you. The booster bundles, same deal. $60. Well, actually, never mind. Yeah, they were about $60 last year around this time of year. Now they are $181. The monthly, $120 to $181. Insane returns on these. We're just trying, since this item class, the booster bundle, is so new, we're actually seeing how just powerful it is at this very moment. It's gonna 400%. It's gonna give 400% returns very soon to whoever held it from its very cheap price points of about $50. The Ultra Premium Collection, same deal. As we can see, February 14th, $661, and it's just eclipsed $1,000. This Ultra Premium is extremely desirable product. It's not printed as much as the others, so no wonder it is nearly at 200% return from its previous price point in a couple weeks back of $661. Not surprised. The 151 Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, the quote-unquote flagship product of this set, alongside the Ultra Premium, if you think that. Yeah, same deal. It was $900 a couple weeks back. Now it's over $1,000. What the hell? And people are happy to pay these prices, man. This is incredible. We're talking 1,500. What? Oh my god. I mean, it just makes me wish I was on top of this market like a year or two ago. I would have been absolutely swimming in money right now if I had picked up some of these up before. But you know, it is what it is. The Pokemon market will continue to give me a lot of opportunities in the future, so just gives me a lot of hope for this market, to be fair. So what can we take away from this? It's the fact that, you know, if we're talking that any of the top, if we're the top, so as a rule of thumb, the top 3 sets of any era, whether it be the Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, you know, Mega Evolution, the top 3 products, whether they will be specialty sets or main sets, they will receive extreme demand. Now, let's apply this to Scarlet and Violet. What are the top 3? What are the top 3 universally recognized top Scarlet and Violet sets? 151, Prismatic Evolutions, and Destined Rivals. Paldean Fates is not quite there, but you know, it's about 4th or 5th on the list. So, when sets like this are so close to being out of print, and they are so loved, and you know, people have an insatiable demand for them, when these sets nearly go out of print, it's like the Pokemon community suddenly wakes the fuck up. It's like, you know, they're saying to themselves, oh my goodness, oh my god, Scarlet and Violet 151 is about to go out of print. I will never be able to enjoy and afford this product anymore. You know, because it won't be printed anymore, and so the current prices are probably as low as it's ever going to go. And so what people are going to do, they're going to, investors and collectors, they're going to buy as much as they can to hold long, whether it's to hold long term, whether it's to enjoy 151 a final time by ripping the packs, you know, trying to buy the free starter Pokemons, because that's what the set, that's what the highlight of the set is. And what happens is, it's very simple, you know, the ETBs, get bought out first. If the ETBs get too expensive, people move on to, well, the booster bundles. And if that's, and alongside the ultra premium collection. So this is why these items are going absolutely insane. And it's only a matter of time before even the smaller items start to really fetch a very, very, very high price. And it just goes to show, and what this shows is exactly what Prismatic Evolutions is going to do around this time of year next year. You think we really think we've seen what Prismatic Evolutions is truly capable of by, you know, the ETBs were like $100 not too long ago. They've spiked to $180, if not more. You know what's going to happen to a set like Prismatic Evolutions around this time of year, next year, when it's probably going to go out of print? People are going to FOMO so hard, and they're going to pump this set so freaking high. It doesn't really, I don't think it matters just how much people hoard it and how much stock is in people's wardrobes. I don't care how many investors get in this set. I don't care how many casuals rip this set. There's going to be a huge panic because this set is absolutely loved. It's a tribute to the evolutions. People love the evolutions, just arguably as much as the original 151 Pokemon. What do you think is going to happen to something like the Pokemon Center ETBs? Oh, if the Pokemon Center ETB, you think is too expensive right now, being nearly $420, and the 151 Pokemon Center ETB is exceeding $1,000. What do you think is going to happen next time around next year when this set is about to go out of print? Next year, April. What's going to happen? Well, duh. These are going to double in price by then. And that's being very conservative. Absolutely, extremely conservative. This set is like a drug, like I've said many times. I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I mean. It's why it's expensive, it's addictive. And, another parallel, where was I anyway? Another parallel we're gonna spot is the same deal with even the ETBs. The regular ETBs are gonna spike the same way the 151 ETBs have. The booster bundle displays are gonna spike the same way the 151 booster bundle displays have. Same with the single booster bundles, and same with every other item, including the Umbreon, the Sylveon, the Leafeon, the single cards, the Espeons, the Glaceon, the Vaporeon. Those cards are going to go absolutely parabolic. Right now is the last chance you're going to get Prismatic at a reasonable price. Please, for the love of God, do not miss out on an opportunity like this. This can build generational wealth, and I'm willing to bet everything on Prismatic that it's going to do the same thing in a year's time that 151 is doing now. I bloody promise you. And this is why I've been preparing myself, I've got over 20 ETBs, and I'm going to probably be picking up anything that I feel like is, relatively cheap, and I'm just going to be accumulating more and more over time, because it's easy money, it's free money, guys, and I'm telling you guys, Pokemon market is like no other. Stocks, your traditional stocks will not yield you anything near what Pokemon product can. People our generation love Pokemon more than traditional stocks, guys. Pokemon is a generational investment. Do not miss out on this opportunity. If you do, you're going to regret, and you're going to kick yourself so damn hard. And before I end, Destined Rivals is going to be the same thing. But that's in a couple years. So, you know, it's there's still time for that to happen. But and we don't know, and we will have to find out what the 2027 facility is going to do to Destined Rivals, if it's ever going to get a big reprint because of that. But Prismatic Evolutions is still within the time frame that it's going to avoid, potentially avoid a big reprint from the 2027 new facility. So grab as much of this as you can. Do not miss out on this opportunity. I promise you. This is X Collectibles, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.
Oh, God. No Prismatic Evolution packs, really? You said you were going to have them online. This is ridiculous.